Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the board, Dr. Casey. Thanks to your direction and support, and in partnership with Chesterfield Chamber, we have been able to launch several programs supporting businesses in Chesterfield during the COVID-19 shutdown. Danielle Fitz-Hugh, President and CEO of Chesterfield Chamber, and I would like to update you on those programs. Next slide, please. Chesterfield Eats To Go. Right after the first stay-at-home order was issued, board members suggested that we needed to let people know what restaurants were still open and providing curbside and delivery. Working with the Commissioner of Revenue on a list of dine-in restaurants, we created that list, and then the Economic Development team and the Chamber team contacted each of those restaurants on the list to see if they would be open for curbside, takeout, or delivery. Using that list, we created a GIS map that you can access on your phone to identify the restaurants near your location that are open for pickup and delivery. Currently, there are 212 restaurants on the site that are offering curbside delivery and pickup. We are exceeding 35,000 page views on that site, and we have just added outside dining to the site information. Next slide, please. Danielle. Danielle, are you there?
Sorry, you missed me. Sorry, I did a great presentation. Good evening, Madam Chair, Board of Supervisors. Relaunch Chesterfield is a partnership between the county and the Chamber where we brought together businesses not only within the Chamber but throughout the entire county that were separated into industry sectors that are working on plans that are particular to their industry sector to reopen. We have 8 industry sector groups. You can find those on our site at relaunchchesterfield.com. Those groups have work teams that they are putting together to develop their own white pages of what they need support with, where they need additional help to open, and if they can open. Some have chosen not to open through this phase 1 process. Some have said, here's what we need, here's how many people, here is the occupancy attendance we need to be able to open, and they're working on plans to be able to continue to do business right here in the county. Next slide, please.
Let's take it outside Chesterfield. In response to the phase 1 opening guidelines, we launched Let's Take It Outside Chesterfield. It's a website location where Chesterfield businesses can get information on how to reopen in accordance with the phase 1 guidance. It is particularly helpful for restaurants wanting to expand or create outside dining areas. In order to be allowed to serve alcohol on the new outside dining space, restaurants need to get a permit from the Virginia Department of ABC. The ABC requires that the locality approve the space as part of their application process. Working with community development, who created a 12-point checklist for local approval, we embedded the county application into the site, allowing for the restaurant owners to self-certify to the 12 points and to print a local approval sheet for ABC instantly. Currently, there are 78 restaurants listing outside dining on the Chesterfield Eats To Go website. Next slide, please.
ForwardRVA is a coalition of over 40 business leaders throughout the greater Richmond MSA, including our Chesterfield Chamber and our Chesterfield ED department. We are meeting 3 times a week to work on plans specifically for our region on opening and providing resources and toolkits for our businesses. Today was day 1 of a 2-day campaign of giving out PPE starter kits to businesses. In Chesterfield alone, We gave out over 150 kits between our two locations at both John Tyler Community College campuses. We had about 80 at Midlothian and about 65 at the Chester campus. We expect to have similar numbers to slightly higher tomorrow, and we'll be there from 8 to 1 giving out kits. We have about 5,000 kits throughout the greater Richmond region being distributed. And once the 2 days are over, we will continue to have kits in our market to deliver to businesses that weren't able to come out, and provide them with not only hand sanitizer, plastic gloves, face masks, some marketing materials, and some yard signs saying we're open, as well as some decals that say we're open. Board members, should you have businesses specifically in your region that you want to provide some decals to, let us know. And if you have further questions, next slide, please.
I am very happy to announce our next new business assistance program, and I am very thankful to the Board of Supervisors for their support of this. The Back in Business Grant Program. Using $5 million of CARES Act funding, we will establish a grant program providing grants of $10,000 to 500 small businesses to support them through the phased reopening period. Applicants will be required to document negative impacts of the COVID-19 closures. We plan to define final eligibility criteria and the application process in the next week. We will start to take applications and begin awarding applications in June. This completes our presentation, and we are happy to take questions, Madam Chair.
Board members, do you have any questions? Thank you, Garrett, and thank you, Danielle.